And we live again. You know what I'm saying? Technical difficulties. Shifty, let me know if the audio is working. Give me a quick sound check on that. Let the streets know.
Let's say yo.
Alright, you should be able to hear yourself, right? You hear yourself?
Who that, me?
Shifty. You heard yourself on the pause, Shifty?
We both good. Everybody good. I had to wait for Cuz. We all good. Come on.
Oh shit! Hey, and the gunshots work? Let me see. God damn it. It was just, you know, that mean this episode gonna be special, Neek. This shit happened on the Vernon Taylor episode and the Lil BG one. That's all I'm saying. That's what it means. That's what it means. Now, let's get right back into it. Thank you, Ramblers, for waiting. You know our computer's just as janky as us.
Yours.
Well, I didn't spend my stimmy on my computer, you know what I'm saying? But Lil Red Riding Hood, I thank you for your commentary. So, Shifty Rogers, thank you for being here. We have a black cowboy in the building. This is episode 74. As I explained before, we are coming off a classic with Khaleesi at episode 73. It looks like Neek is growing dreads again. I don't know what is going on in the world, baby.
It's 2021, baby.
Yo, Neek, you was like the first person on the block with dreads, yo.
Yo, hit the gunshots. Yo, say that shit. Motherfuckers think I be hating when I say that shit, man. Oh, yo, one of the first original, man. Yo, I had dreads when motherfuckers' mama made them go get a haircut, yo.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm gonna tell you a funny story. When you cut your dreads, this was like 09, maybe? I don't know. I'm guessing 09-ish.
Yeah.
My mom came home. She was like at the barbershop, I guess, with my little brother. I don't know where she was at. She said, "You know your friend with the dreads? Yeah, he cut his." She was trying to get me to cut my shit, right? I was following you, right? I already following you, right? I'm already locked and loaded. She said, "You know the boy with the long dreads? He cut his dreads and he got his facial hair. It looks really nice. You should think about cutting yours." I said, "Neek cut his dreads, but I fucking crazy, boy." I would keep my shit for a little while, but glad to see you back. Glad to see you back, Neek. Now,
oh yeah.
You
back
answered
and better than ever, man.
That's a fact. You answered this question already, so let's jump right into it. Why would we name this episode a Black Cowboy?
It's a lifestyle I live, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, it's just a lane that I created. You know what I mean? Something to keep me out of the streets, something to keep me busy. You know what I mean? It's kind of my own lane. I just made my lane and I stayed there. You know what I mean?
Now, did you find a horse on a dirt road and said, "I'm gonna fucking start horse racing," or did you have a plan in mind?
Yeah, give us the process behind horse racing, though, because we don't know.
Man, honestly, man, it was something I started a long time ago, man. In cross parades, they always used to have horses and stuff, and that would always intrigue me. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
When I was younger, yo, this guy, like every year I come and I go to like where they, you know, start with the horses at, and I just like walk next to the horses all the way through the parade. So one year, yo, this man came and he was like, he said, "Yo, I got something for you." I said, "You got something for me?" He's like, "Where your mom?" He said, "I brought a horse for you to ride." I said, "You brought a horse for me?" He was like, "Yeah." He said, "Ask your mom if you could ride in the parade." Yo, I rode in that parade, man, and it was like heaven, man. You know what I mean? I love the feeling, you know what I mean? I always wanted to get back there, so I got away from it, you know what I mean? Growing up, running the streets, you know what I mean? I ain't had time for horses and shit like that, man. Once I joined the military and came back home, you know what I mean? I was able to afford my own because horses ain't like dogs, horses ain't like cats, man. That shit it costs money, you know what I mean?
That's true.
So once I was able to sustain my stealth, man, you know what I mean? I got back into it.
Now,
what you look for in a quality horse?
If that motherfucker will kick him or not.
Well, any horse will kick you, honestly, man, but it all comes with the training, you know what I mean? It's how you train them. But when you're looking for a horse, man, and this is the thing too. There's different disciplines, so that's what you look for. It depends on what type of discipline you're looking for. When I say discipline, man, you got different types. It's like dressage, you got racing, you got walking horses, you got show horses, you got, horses in the circus. All of them have different qualities, or all of them possess different qualities. In a racing horse, you're looking at his hind legs, you're looking at his chest, you're looking, at his build. He's athletic, You want him to have an athletic build, you know what I mean? A show horse, you might just want them to have pretty skin, long hair. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just
like
it's
looking
just
for a girl.
Yeah, this shit is hard, ain't it?
Exactly.
Damn, I didn't know it was crazy like that.
A horse lose you one race, what you gonna do? You mad at him?
You gonna trip him up?
I'm telling you, what you gonna do? You go. You bet. What you gonna do?
It's just like a team, man. You know what I mean? You're a LeBron fan. LeBron lose a game, you gonna quit on him?
LeBron lose hella games. That fucker still a LeBron fan. That fucker lost more than he won. Shit.
Let's get back to the horse. Let's get back to the horse. Let's get back to
man, you just gotta go back to the drawing board and do it again. You know what I mean?
That's facts. That's facts. Damn, Neek, man, this shit crazy. You a fucking so. Did you have to, like, after you said you started at the parade, that was your first time riding a horse? Pause.
Yep.
After that, how did you learn to take care of a fucking horse? I mean, there's some shit that could take you out.
Because they require attention, though, right?
Word.
I mean, it all depends on where your focus is, man. If something interests you, you know what I mean? You learn about it. I started...
Shifty don't know shit about that.
So you telling me basically because if you enjoy something and you doing something, you need to be timing on prompt for that shit. That's what you're telling me, right?
Shifty.
Okay, but get your other shit off. Get your other shit off though. Get your other shit off though, cuz.
Okay.
Get your other shit off.
Okay.
Go ahead though.
Yeah. Go ahead. Get your shit off. Cause I got some
go ahead, cuz. Get your shit off, cuz.
Let me pull up.
But I lost what I was, man. What we talking about?
Apparently, he talking about podcasts breaking up.
You were just telling us about the quality time and shit with the horses. If you like something, you put your time into it.
Yeah, all right. So you put a lot of quality time
into it, man.
Word.
I put my focus there and I did my research. You know what I mean? And that's just basically in. A lot of things come with trial and error, man. You try this, if it works, you keep going. If it doesn't, then you try something different. You know what I mean? But after a while, you get the hang of it. And what you try on one horse, you try on the next horse. If it doesn't work, you go to something different. You know what I mean? It's all a game. It's all something you do. It keeps you busy.
Man, this shit sound a lot like chicks, boy. I tell you, boy.
Oh, yeah, it could be, man. They need a lot of attention like them, too. You know what I mean? So
what's the difference between horses and dogs? Because, like, dogs are kind of easy. Like, they got real emotions. Horses, I imagine, do they have the same emotions like dogs?
Yeah, horses have emotions, man. So take, for instance, a wild horse, right?
Okay.
You walk up on a wild horse, his first instinct is going to be to defend himself. So he might pin his ears back, look like he want to charge at you or something like that.
Wow.
That's why I don't fuck
with them. They're how do you say it? They're defensive animals. So if they feel threatened, you know what I mean? They gonna come out of that.
They about to come for your ass. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? You have to gain his trust for you to be able to walk up to him, pet on him, and you know what I mean, get him to do what you want him to do. You have to gain that trust. And that's another thing I like about horses. With a horse, you just not gonna get his trust off of GP. You gotta earn that trust. You know what I mean? You gotta feed him. You gotta, you know what I mean, kind of baby him. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of let him know that you're not here to hurt him. You know what I mean? You're here to enjoy him, or you know, whatever you want it for. Like I said, your discipline, whatever your discipline is, you're here to do what you want to do. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But with these dogs, man, these dogs are something different. I don't know. I'm not a dog. I'm not into dogs like that. But I don't know what they doing, man. Everybody into these bullies, man. I guess it's the same thing, man. Just taking care. I know they like designer dogs.
More show money. Yeah, I think that shit more show money into it. You know what I'm saying? Versus racing and shit.
Yeah.
All right. So cause this is very interesting to me, Neek. One, because it's not common. Like you'll see, it's common to see, you know, an old timer ride a horse where we from in the country, but it's not common when you start talking about raising horses to win races. Let's pause right here because we want to get straight into that. I want to know about the first time you ever decide you bad enough to race a motherfucking horse. That takes some cojones, brother. You know what I mean?
It does.
I know it wasn't a lot of do-rags out there, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm
saying? But
Django!
Check this out. Just like if you do the history on everything else,
talk to me.
The original cowboys were black.
Mm-hmm. Shifty don't know this.
The white folks, they took a liking to the sport. They took a liking to it, and they started to become cowboys. Cowboys were black guys that they had to herd the cows. You know what I mean? And they started doing it off of horseback, and we didn't have anything to do back in the days, so they started to, you know, ride wild horses. That was entertainment to them. The white folks, they took a liking to the lifestyle, and of course changed the picture, put a white face on it. Now they cowboys. You know what I mean? So
they got the money.
We've gotten so far away from it. Now when you look, is, you know what I mean, it's not weird, but you rarely see black cowboys, or you really see black guys that's in the horses, man.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, man. It's just crazy, man. But
I think Cross might have 90% of the black community that's for the population for horse riding. Cross might have 90% for the black, and the other 10 around the other U.S. man.
Yeah, man, for real. I don't know, but like you said, like you asked, man, what made me feel like I was bad enough to race, man? I went out there, honestly. And I thought I was the shit. You know what I mean? I had a little money to put on the line and shit. And honestly, I got my ass cut, man.
The first time?
Yeah, I got my ass cut, yo. You know what I mean? And it was in front of a lot of people. You know what I mean? You hear everybody talking about this shit. You know what I mean? So now you go back to the drawing board, you go home first.
Now you will watch everything on YouTube.
You know what I mean?
Now you will
fucking with on YouTube.
Fucking with on YouTube, boy. Right. You ain't did.
Now, but then you start doing research, and then you try to. I Google shit, you know what I mean? So I went on Google, and I wanted to know how to make a horse go fast.
I already know.
And honestly, that's where my search started, and then I started talking to people, networking, finding out what works, who does what, how you do this, how you do that. Well, and
what did Google say?
Honestly, man,
what did Google say? How do you make a horse go faster?
It breaks it down for you. It really does break it down for you, man. You gotta work on his respiratory system. You gotta work on his gut. You gotta work on his joints. You got to work on his legs. You know what I mean? So there's different supplements you have to give him for all of those things. Supplements you give him for his joints. Supplements you give him for muscle mass. Supplements you give him for his respiratory system so he can breathe. Because, you know what I mean? The more air he can intake, the more power he can exert. You know what I mean? So you want him to have a clear airway so he can take all the air and suck all the air in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really breaks down to a science, man. It's a science, man. And you got to kind of go in the kitchen and kind of whip up a recipe and see what works. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, this is my last question before we do intro music by the legendary B Mac, you heard? You know, Yak. Shout out to my boy, man. I just got the phone with him. My last question is, I asked you during sound check, is it money in racing? And you told me some shit that I didn't believe was going on in our county or surrounding areas. I thought they was betting like $200.
Oh, you ain't know that? You ain't know they get it in big time where we from? Niggas a fucking square, yo.
Yo,
square, yo.
Honestly, man, $200, man.
That's just horse money. That's just to feed the horse.
That nigga said $200.
$200, man. That's a vet visit, man.
Ooh.
It costs $150 just for the vet to come to your house. It's not for him to look at the horse. It costs $150 just for him to show up at your house.
Oh,
you know
shit.
What I mean? $200, man. If you come in a racing with $200, man, you ain't gonna be here long.
What you said? You might stay in a half a race. Yeah,
you might not even do that, man. Because honestly, it takes about $1,000 to get a horse prepared for a race.
Okay.
That's
now we potting now. See what I'm saying?
Now. It takes at least $1,000 to get supplements, the medicine, the vet checks, the feed, the things that you need. You know what I mean? The race. Like I said, he's like an athlete, so you want to have all the best supplements for him. You know what I mean? You want to have the best feed for him. You know what I mean? You want to have him on a good training program. All of that stuff take money, man. Then you have to transport them back and forth to the track, you know what I mean, to get them used to the track. So that's gas money, you know what I mean? And like I said, man, it takes anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 to get a horse ready to race. You know what I mean? So when you go out there to bet, the motherfuckers ain't trying to bet for no less than $2,500.
I need some drink out.
Yeah. Like I was telling you in sound check, man, I went to Champions of the Champions race, man. And they had 6 horses in there, 6 horses in the gate. It was $30,000 to enter your horse in the gate. And then the winner took 180 bands. You know what I mean? That was on a Sunday.
180 bands.
I mean, 180 bands, you know what I mean?
Was his horse fast like that?
It's money to be made, man.
You want to
have the fastest horse. You know what I mean? If you got the fastest horse, you got 180 bands.
But for 180 bands,
most people do it, and you know what I mean. Most people have teams, so it ain't no one person kicking out 30 bands. It might be me, you, and Shifty. You know what I mean? We split that 30 bands. We all put in 10, and then we got our 30 bands to get our horse in the gate.
Shifty, you heard what he said? He said the shit casually. Yeah, it might be me, you, and Shifty. Put up 10,000.
Nah, man, don't do that, yo.
Listen,
if you got maybe 6 people and you doing that shit.
I was excited about a $1,400 stimmy. Hey. I was excited too. I was about to say, I'm a different type of guy.
Julz was hype. Julz
what? Free bands. I listened to Future that day. You know what I'm saying? Free bands. All right. So
yes, sir.
Let's play this intro music, man. The reason I really like this song is because, first of all, this is not the song that we had planned to play. It's called FDB Fuck Number. And this shit here is a vibe. Every now and then, when too much going on, you just gotta say, hey man, fuck them boys. I'ma do me. I'ma stay out the way. That's what Neek and Shifty is preaching. Stay out the way and say fuck them boy, man. So B-Mac, you got one, man. You got one. I like the vocals. I don't know if you mixing this shit yourself, but yeah, this that shit right here, man. Fuck them boy.
Fucker got swag down his back pocket, boy.
Shit, yeah. Now I hope my damn shit play, man.
I've been praying hard for this year.
Hey.
What up?
God got my back. I don't know about y'all.
It's only us. It's only the greatest pod in the world. I mean, Joe Buddens and them used to be, but we'll talk about
I be staying out the way. I don't know about y'all.
me and Shifty still together. We ain't break up yet.
I live my life. I ain't trying to go back. I ain't trying to go back. Never gonna stop. No, I never gonna stop. Hard for this here, yeah. Never gonna stop. Okay, I never gonna stop. Yeah, I'm a boss till I fucking fall. God got my back. I don't know about y'all.
Y'all gotta pull up on me, man. Like I said, check the ball.
They don't know what it is. Young nigga been through it. God for my rainy days and sunny days. If you believe, live your dream, keep it pushing. Yeah. fuck them boys. Go and get them toys, get them toys. They don't know that.
He killing this part. Let me rewind it a little bit. He killing this part. Hey, boy. Hey, boy. Yak, boy.
What the next man got to say, yeah, fuck them boys. Yeah, fuck them boys. Go and get them toys, get them toys, yeah. They don't know what it take to feel the joy. I ain't making no noise.
I'm gonna start playing this shit with Shifty talk about I'm late like he an engineer.
Fuck your boy, fuck your boy, man, fuck your boy, man, fuck your boy, yeah. Keep talking from the side of your neck. When you speak of my name, have a check. Fuck your boy. I ain't making no noise.
Oh yeah. Now, for everybody that's thinking that Kalia gonna leave me, cause I be talking greasy to these brown skins every time Shifty bring them on the pod, I just wanna let you know that it's called Don't Leave for a reason, you heard? We got spirit. 843, we got spirit, y'all. We got soul, y'all. One more from B Mac, man. I wanna get my commercials out.
See, I ain't never found no love like this before. I ain't never found no love like this before.
Kalia, where you going, man? What's higher than number one?
All this happened out of nowhere. I guess the Lord made a way for me to love again. Oh, baby.
If your relationship got past all the Shifty narratives, raise your hand.
Only me.
Yeah. Shout out to B-Mac, man. Shout out to B-Mac. We know he's classic. I'm not going to play every single song because I want y'all to stream that shit. You heard? Yo, B-Mac, you fire, man. Yeah. All right. Now, Neat, let me ask you a question, man. Because you say motherfuckers is out there racing for 180 bands. I got to know, did you... I can't put this shit in words, man. Usually we talk to fucking rappers. We don't talk to nobody who's really doing some shit, Neek. Like, we're taken aback right now. You know what I'm saying? But, like, alright. Did you say, yo, I'm gonna be a cowboy, or do you feel like you was born a cowboy?
I felt like it was something that was always deep down within. You know what I mean? I always had a love for horses. I always had a love for the country life. And when I was, you know what I mean, it was never hidden. When I got older, I was just able to do what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? It's just like you always want to be something, but you can't really do it. Let me see how to put it in words. Like, it's a lifestyle that I wanted to live, so I had to, work to get there so that I could live it. You know what I mean?
Beyond horses, it's like the whole, just that southern life, eating good on Sundays. You eat Sunday dinner.
Oh, yeah.
You eat Sunday dinner, don't you? Look like you eat Sunday dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Shifty, what's your favorite Sunday dinner?
Macaroni and cabbage and chicken. Fried chicken.
Collards. I like the collards. I substitute the collards in there, man. Collard greens, mac and cheese.
I like the string beans and shit too, though.
I fuck
chicken.
Beans now.
I need the cabbage.
I'm an oxtail fanatic, yo.
Yo, I got some in the freezer, but I don't really fuck with them like that. I gotta fuck with them though, man. We gonna see.
Hey, you tripping?
Yeah, I really don't fuck with oxtails for real though.
Now,
them shit busting, man. You gotta cook them right, yo.
Where do you get your hats and your gear from, man? Because it's more to it than just the horse. You gotta be presentable. Your horse gotta be proud of you, Neek. Where you get your shit
Oh yeah,
from?
man. You want to look like, you know what I mean? Shit, man. One thing I like about this horse thing, man, when you step out, man, you want to look like, not necessarily look like money, man, but you want to be clean, you know what I mean? Hey, cleanliness is next to godliness.
That's a fact. That's
a fact.
So, I mean,
better not be out there in public half-stepping.
Nah, man, I was never. Yo, I grew up in Cross, man. You know what? If you wore some fucked up shit, man, you better be prepared to get your ass fucked. You know what I mean? I grew up like this.
Cross niggas get fly.
You know what I mean?
We the Harlem of South Carolina. If you want to be
the Harlem of South Carolina,
Cross niggas get fly, man. Cross niggas get fly, man.
You guys
cross niggas get fly,
running
man.
out now.
I'm crying.
You
we the Harlem of the Low Country, man.
The Harlem of the Low Country.
You get fly, man. It's no joke. I mean, you got bums everywhere, but the niggas in Cross, you be the Harlem of Cross.
Excuse me.
Harlem
Excuse me.
Smoothest niggas on the face of the earth.
I don't know what's wrong. I'm just telling you the truth. That's all I'm doing.
As probably the only nigga that on this pod that's actually chilled in Harlem, I would tell you this. Edie Town.
No.
Get flyer than we get flyer than Cross, man.
Edie Town is fucking. Edie Town,
come on, B.
Edie Town, Brooklyn.
I do live in Edie Town, but yo,
listen,
from
B.
Edie Town. Cross niggas get fly, man.
Listen, man, we get flyer. Listen, I don't know nobody that got flyer than Playboys and they hate, hate. I'm just saying. I'm gonna just throw it out there.
Cross niggas get fly, man. How they say Queens get the money, Cross get the money, man.
Yeah, y'all like Queens. Y'all the Queens for sure. Y'all Queens.
We get fly like Harlem, but get the money like Queens, man. That's what we do.
I'm gonna tell you straight. Y'all listen, and you for Harley Circle. That like Far Rockaway. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Oh, here you go.
Listen, when it comes down to, cause I ain't saying Cross people don't get fly. You know what I'm saying? But when an Edie Town brother named Julz went to your school, listen, when I went to your school,
too many fly niggas from Edie Town. Like, I'm from Edie Town.
You know me, right?
I can't give you 6 niggas from Edie Town that's fly. You know
first of all,
ain't no disrespect. I'm from Edie Town.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Man, you go to Edie Town.
Do you know somebody named? Do you know anybody named Darius Collins?
You pull up on Quarter Bum. You gonna see a nigga with a motherfucking one of those one of them bullshit ass t-shirts and shit on, man. One of them shit to drag on some. I'm about to dispel
your whole shit right now. Do you know if you wanna buy any of the Maseratis, anything right now, you can call my little cousin Darius Collins from Edie Town, and he gonna get you in a fly vehicle. Now, when I talk to fly clothes...
Oh, yeah, shout out to Darius.
When it come to fly clothes, before I brung Cross High School out the fucking 90s, y'all niggas was wearing Paco jeans and going to Fifth Avenue.
Nobody can attest that you brought... Nobody can attest that you brought...
Let's make a phone call. Let's make a phone call. Yo, my cousin Black... Where's my cousin Black?
That you can't call nobody. Say you got to call somebody that's from Cross. You been Trent saying Cross. Nigga is capping on the bar.
Call somebody right now.
Capping on the bar.
This is crazy.
I'm trying to see who number I got.
Nigga wore skinny jeans for 2 weeks. Now he changed Cross.
Listen,
fuck out of here.
This was 2000. This was 2006, 7. Shifty. Do you understand? Listen, I lived it before. This is pre-YouTube. Pre-social media, this is pre-Twitter. I was there, like I had to spend summers at my dad's house.
The shirt with the skulls on it, like Joel Santana. And
but
shit?
This is what I'm telling you is y'all had no way. Y'all had no way of seeing that. You had no way of seeing that. So what you saw was me in the hallway looking crazy because I had bright colors. You remember when Cross niggas only wore black and white? You remember the Dickie outfits?
Damn right.
All right then, y'all had dressed like Lil Boosie and them. Y'all had dressed like Lil Boosie. I was dressing like Cameron.
The nigga had an extra large. The nigga had a 2X extra large lime green T-shirt on with some skinny jeans.
I had a V-neck.
Got the nerve talking about he changed the game. Get the fuck out of here.
We not gonna go too far with it, but let me tell you the stores I was shopping in, which you still haven't frequented, Shifty. It was called Century 21 and Macy's. And you know how y'all had Fifth Avenue, like the bootleg Pakistanians from Moss Corner? I was shopping. My grandmother took me back to school shopping on the real Fifth Avenue in Manhattan, same city I was born in. So I'm trying to show you how it got to Cross.
The only thing we said
is how it got
was you ain't changed the way niggas
Yes, I
That's what I'm
did.
saying.
Call somebody in your phone. Call
You
Dondre.
call somebody.
Call Dondre.
You.
Call Dondre. I don't
I'm
have
gonna spare
niggas.
you.
Call
I'm gonna
Dondre
spare
right
you.
now.
I'm
Call
gonna spare
Dondre
you.
right
You
now.
gonna spare him?
Call him
I'm
right
gonna
now.
spare you. I'm gonna spare you.
Listen.
I'm gonna spare you.
Call who you got.
I would
hey,
hate
matter
to
of fact,
call somebody.
call
I would hate
Lil
to call
Lou.
somebody, and the
Hey.
first thing they say is that nigga Julz can't dress. Then you mad at me? I can't do. I ain't go for that.
Hey,
I can't.
after you 18, I would hope you can't dress. You got other shit to buy, but if you still can, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about my hay. This is my hay. See, when you get a car, Neek. When you get a car and a mortgage and shit like that, you definitely ain't worried about how a motherfucker see you.
So
at the gas
who
station.
from Cross was you smashing when you was changing the game?
I'm trying to.
Who was you smashing?
Brother
Tell
man.
us who you was smashing.
Brother man.
Who was you smashing?
Brother
who
man.
you smashing?
Brother
you
man.
gotta answer that one.
He don't want to answer it. Who was you smashing? When you had the skinny jeans and your camera on shit. Who you smashing?
Me, my cousin Black, and Burger and Fox was the flyest niggas in the school. Why you think we had so much issues? Why you think we had so much issues?
I taught Burger how to dress. I taught Burger how to dress.
Matter of fact, I got somebody you could call off y'all off fucking Harley Circle. You got Twan number? Call Twan right now. Ask him.
I had already left.
Yeah. You was in Berkeley. You was in Berkeley, so you didn't see this.
And them niggas from Berkeley couldn't stand me because I was a fly.
They was wearing Sperry's in Berkeley. I went there. Neat. When I got kicked out of Cross, I went to Berkeley for like a couple of months. I saw you up in that bitch. That's how I remember the blue Chevy. You know what I'm saying? Word. You know what I'm saying? But them boys wasn't. But see, that was like that 06, 07. Shit changed around 08. That's when shit started getting a little different. That's all I'm saying, fellas.
Yeah.
Shit start changing. Now you see the kids dressed like that today. Plus, my little brother got Yeezys. I don't know what they rocking. He's an Edie Town nigga. My little brother got Yeezys. He played basketball in them shits. I'm just letting you know. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's how, brother, man. That's how we do it. That's how we do it, brother. Ain't nothing. Now, y'all got some shit over there in Cross. But when it comes to fashion, don't you ever play yourself Edie Town?
Man, I can't name 6 niggas from Edie Town that get fly. You ain't named 6 niggas yet. You ain't named 6 niggas yet. And I'm more Edie Town than you have. I've told you before.
Oh, now you more Edie Town than me. Now you more Edie Town than me.
You moved to Edie Town when you was 12 years old. Stop it.
Shifty Rogers, you just
I already did Edie Town by then. Shifty
Rogers, if I moved to Edie Town when I was 12, how come me and Myron was leading Little League in scoring since I was like 7 years old in football? You too young to know this shit. You too young to know. Hey, and while we on the subject, I wanted to ask y'all about running backs in Cross. I wanted to know who is the better running back. Ooh, this might cost Sunday dinner might not be the same. Juan or Monte?
2 different styles.
No, don't fucking cop. Don't cop out now. I need to know.
No, I'm saying because Juan was more a power back, and Monte had some speed with him too. Monte's a track star too now.
Exactly.
But Juan wasn't slow, but Juan was more power. You feel me? Yeah. Juan was more Bo Jackson than goddamn.
Who would you pick first on your fucking football team? Juan Rollison or Monte Nelson?
I think
I have Juan lined up in front of Juan.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna let Juan be the fullback and let Monte, and you got to pick your poison.
You see how y'all do it? I like y'all style.
That's the right answer.
No, we not running the fucking I formation. Nah.
That's the right answer.
Nah, we running single back. You heard? We running single back. Third down. You giving it to Juan or Monte?
Third and what?
That bitch 3rd and 8.
3rd and I'm giving it to Monte.
Well, I'm giving it to Juan up the gut, boy.
Nah, I'm giving it to Monte 3rd and 8. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. You had to hold on for 8 yards. You had to hold on for the ride. You know what I mean?
Nah, the boys is both sick. Nah, that's what y'all do got. Y'all got football players out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna salute that. Cross got them football players, got them athletes.
You talking athletes? I'm just asking, yo. Cause I don't bash one from. I'm just asking.
We do got athletes, but it's like Edie Town. We like a select craft of people. You know what I'm saying? Like we usually do the extracurricular shit. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to like, violence, or when it come down to like, whatever you want to get into. But sports, not really on our shit like that. We play sports for 2 hours. Y'all be playing sports all day. We play sports 2 hours. Then there's other shit going on. You know, remember back when a lot of cross niggas wasn't smoking weed and doing all that shit like that? You know, we was already doing that in 80 Town. Now, I ain't gonna speak on nobody that's on this pod, 'cause I know a few of us was already on it. But all I'm saying is, when you wanted to smoke, Black Cowboy, you called the 80 Town nigga to come smoke with you. All right, word. That was fun. That was fun.
I done did it all, man. When people see me today, man, that's what they don't understand, man. Like, I done did it all, man. Like, I've been on, like I said, man, I've been off the porch since legit, yo. And I mean, I got some paperwork right here, man. Like I told you, man, listen, man, I'm gonna show you this shit, man, because I'm on the pod, man, and I fuck with y'all heavy, man. Like, this stack of paperwork right here, man, this is what really made me straighten my life out, man. It really made me, like, get in my own lane, you know what I mean? Damn, I told you I was in the military, you know what I mean? Like, even though I was in the military, man, I was still thugging, man.
Still wilding.
The type of mentality I had, you know what I mean? And then the boy slapped me with this paperwork right here. I'm gonna show you, dog. Like, Mark, yo, this exclusive. Nobody else know this shit. I'm gonna put it on the pod. United States of America versus Dominique Rollison. You know what I mean? Like, them boy had me facing that type of shit. You know what I mean? Wow. Once I saw that, man, let me tell you something about the military, man. Once you fuck up in the military, you get charged in the military and you get charged in the civilian court, depending on, you know what I mean, your charge or what the freaking charges. I had 3 different charges on me, you know what I mean? And my thing was, this was my pre-trial agreement that I had to turn in. And my lawyer, I talked to her, she advised me, you know what I mean? She was like, yo, I'm gonna tell you like this. She said, I seen the evidence, and my advice to you would be to plead guilty for all the charges with separate. So it was I plead guilty. The deal was I plead guilty for separation in lieu of trial. So all they could do to me in the military was separate me. They couldn't give me no dishonorable discharge. They couldn't give me no, nothing bad out the way. All they could do was send me on my way. She said, you could take it to trial, but if you take it to trial and lose, then they're going to burn you because they had to spend all this money on another investigation, had to spend all this money on trial. So if you take it to trial, you say you not guilty, you take it to trial. If you lose, they're going to burn you. Dang. So I was facing like 10 in Fed prison.
What the fuck?
Like, nah, I told her, I said, they had to lock me up and everything, man. I was locked down for like at least a month and a half, man. And during that time, man, I just sat up, man, I was in a cell. I had a camera in my cell in the corner. I had a little stool on the side that I could sit in and a sink. That's all I had. And then during the day, you had to make your bed up. You couldn't sit on your bed. You can't go in general population until you take a test. They give you this book to read of all this knowledge and shit. You got to read the knowledge and take the test. You can't go in general population until you take the test. Well, they don't administer the test to you until you're already in there for 2 weeks. So I don't care how much you already read the book or whatever, you're not going to get the test until your 2 weeks is up. You know what I mean? And then you can't get no phone calls or anything until you take that test. So for 2 weeks straight, I didn't have no phone calls, no visits, no nothing. I was just in my cell, man, you know what I mean? And I sat back and thought about everything. Like, is this really what I want to do? You know what I mean? Is this really life? You know what I mean? Once I came up out of that, man, my lawyer, she called me the day I was supposed to go to court or whatever. I talked to her on the phone. She was like, don't worry about nothing. Pack this stuff. You going home. I'm like, word? Shit. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm sitting in the cell waiting. I go to court that day. And the lawyer, man, she had pulled out shit about me that I ain't even know. You know what I mean? This bitch was telling the judge some shit. I'm like, yo, you know what? This bitch is right. I did do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, she had so much good shit about me, man, that I did do. Like, I was coaching the kids and shit like that, man. I was helping out in the community. But at the same time, I still, you know what I mean, did what I did, move how I moved. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Once all this shit was over, man, I came back home. I was at rock bottom, yo. I ain't have nothing. You know what I mean? I had done wiped out my savings, paying freaking lawyers and fees and trying to keep my family straight and everything else. When I got back home, man, I was at rock bottom, man. And I didn't really have nobody to talk to because, you know, you don't really want to talk to people about your business and shit like that. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody really for you, you know what I mean? And I got back in the horses, man. My first horse, that's who I would go sit in the pasture, I'd drink, it might sound crazy, I start talking to them motherfuckers, you know what I mean? I'd be in there just playing around with the horses and shit, man. And then one day, I was like, you know what? Shit, I started going to the track, visiting the track, seeing how they work. Started seeing the money floating around there. I'm like, man, I ain't had no job or nothing. I'm like, yo, I'm talking motherfuckers playing with money, man. Like I told you at the Champions of Champions, you know those long football coolers that they have, the igloo coolers?
Yeah. Shifty on the
green ones. I seen some Cubans from Florida, man, at the racetrack, man. I lie to you not, man. I never seen this much money in my life, man. Fucking had that fucking cooler stacked from top to bottom. Racks. Horse racing. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I gotta figure out how to fucking make this shit move or how I can get this type of money. Like, it's obviously money in it some way. You know what I mean? I started off as a stall boy. You know what I mean? Cleaning out stalls. Freaking, you know what I mean? That's cleaning up the shit. You know what I mean? Cleaning up the shit, feeding. And then an old man came to me, yo. He was like, he said, I got an opportunity for you. He had an old racehorse. You know what I mean? The horse was old, but it could still run a little bit. He said, you can learn off of this. So I took that horse, and with that horse, it kind of already knew what to do because it was an old racehorse. So while I was learning, the horse was kind of actually teaching me as well. It was teaching me the things that I needed to know about it.
That's crazy.
So once I started to put my money into it, you know what I mean? I got a little side job, started to put money into it. Shit, my first race, I went out there, like I said, I got my ass cut. And then I went out, found out what I was doing wrong. Second race, I won.
Word.
Third race, I won.
Word.
So then it became more of a hunger. Like, how, you know what I mean? Like, now, how do I make my name in this shit? Because when I came in there, they disrespected me, man. They laughed at me, man. Like who is this guy? You know what I mean? Like, you want to race for $500? Go put that $500 in a piggy bank. Like, that's the type of shit that, you know what I mean? Like, yo, yeah, motherfuckers shit on you, you know what I mean? Like, I went up to a motherfucker, and this is what made me do my own research. I went up to a motherfucker and I asked him, yo, I'm like, yo, I said, yo, I peeped the game. I see you, man. I like what you're doing, man. And I had to humble myself, yo. I'm a man. Go and talk to another man like this, yo. I said, yo, I like what you're doing, man. Hey, man, I'm trying to get where you are. Can you just show me the game? Motherfucker looked at me and said, you ain't hungry enough. I said, what? And that motherfucker just walked off. He was like, if you was hungry, you wouldn't have to come and ask me for the game. It's like, all right, bad. You know what I mean? So that motherfucker was the first motherfucker on my list to cut ass.
You
like,
got
I was
him.
like, when I learn this shit, I'm going to fuck him up. Like, straight up. You know what I mean? And that shit always, every time I wanted to quit or every time I felt like that shit was too hard, that shit always played back in my head like, motherfucker, you ain't hungry enough. Like,
dog.
You ain't hungry enough. Like, you don't really want this shit. You don't really want this shit. You ain't hungry enough.
I tell Shifty that shit often.
Yeah, so I fucking he's stupid.
If you believe that, you damn boo-boo fool.
So, you know what I mean? I started feeding my appetite, man. I started reading. And yo, reading is fundamental, yo. Like, people be like, yo, I don't read, I don't do this and that. But if you find something that interests you, yo, you'll read about it.
You gotta do your homework. You gotta do your homework.
You gotta do your homework, man. And that reading really, I felt like a little veterinarian, yo. Like, I started doing research, man. And, yeah, reading shit. And I would read shit and go outside and try it on the horse, and it worked. So I'm like, okay, bad. So I just started digging in the crates more, man. And like I said, man, with that horse, I started to win. And then people started to peep my hand. Like, they knew my horse could only run out of gate 1 because when he come out of the gate, he likes to go to the rail before he really takes off. So I would always put him in gate 1. So they'd try to counter that. They'd try to race me and put a stip on it. Like, I want to race you 250, 1,000 on, you put up $1,000 of punk out money. Like I told you, take $1,000 to get a horse ready for a race. So you don't want to be spending $1,000 and then somebody punk out on you. So you got to put up $1,000 of punk out money for collateral.
I like
and
that.
Then, you know, and we put up, say the pot is $5,000. So you put $1,000 on $5,000. We put $1,000 up to lock in on a $5,000 pot. If you punk out before the race, that $1,000 is mine. You know what I mean? If something happens to your horse or your horse can't race on race day, that $1,000 is mine. That's punk out money. So, you know what I mean? So nobody wasted money getting their horse ready, and then you come race day. Oh, damn, man, your horse look better than mine, man. No. We ain't doing that shit. You know what I mean? So, it's just, like I said, people started to peep my hand on my last horse, so they were coming stips, and they'd be like, we'll race you 200 yards for 5,000, but we got gate 1. You know what I mean? So now it's up to you to either decline the race or I'm a bully, yo. You ain't gonna come to me and tell me
the punk out money already up, though,
do
right?
this to me and this, that, and the other. Huh?
The punk out money is already up, though, right?
No. So the punk out money isn't up until you accept the race. You can decline the race. If I come to you and I want to race, I say, yo, let's go. There, 500 on $1,500. $500 on $1,500. We doing 300 yards. They're going 5 count or whatever. 5 count is the gate count, what they count at the gate. And you say you can think about it or whatever. I can give you a time, yo. You gotta tell Lamar to tell me, you know, yes or no. You can decline or you can accept. If you accept, then we put up that $500 for the punk out money. 500 on, like I said, 500 on 1,500. So we put up that $500. Once you put up that $500, then that's locked. That's what they call locked. Once you put up that 500, it's locked. Your 500 is either there or it's gone. If you punk out after you give up that money, it's gone.
Now, what happens if you don't pay? Like, what have you ever seen ass betting in the sport of horse racing?
Let's leave that alone because you don't play horse racing. They don't play around. They don't play around in horsing, boy. And listen, they don't play around in horsing. They don't play around in that shit, Julz.
They get the fighting, man. And they got guys that do that, man. They come out there, they bet, and they betting on a prayer that they going, you know what I mean? We hope we win, and they lose, man. And then you end up seeing fights and stuff like that. One thing I like about the horse racing game, though, man, is there's violence, you know, there's fighting and shit like that, but it ain't too much of that shooting shit.
Word.
Yeah, it ain't too much of that shooting shit.
It come motherfuckers say, I can't kill you over the 25,000. I gotta whoop your ass so you give me my money.
Word.
Shit.
I gotta whoop your ass.
I gotta whoop your ass, let you know I need my money. So next time you come correct.
I need that.
Can't go to jail for killing you. Damn, I ain't got no money. Now I look stupid.
No,
now I gotta pay fees.
Nah, I gotta pay because I done try to stink you.
Word. So it depends on what type of man you are after that. So you win the race, and the man don't pay you. What you gonna do about it? You know what I mean? I'm gonna go check about mine. You know what I mean? Or you gonna tuck your tail between your legs?
The next nigga gonna try you.
Now,
shit.
Now you gave us some breaking news in this story about, you know, the U.S. versus Dominique. But how scared were you at that time? Like, was it some shit where you stayed up at night wondering what was gonna be the outcome of that?
Yo, honestly, and this might sound crazy, yo, I wasn't even scared until after the situation. You know what I mean? Like, after all of this was done, I'm like, what happens now? Are they gonna come back for me eventually? Or is this shit just over? Or what's up with it? You know what I mean? Yeah. At the time, I was just in a confused place. I was in a confused space, man. I wasn't locked up here. I was locked up abroad. I was in Japan. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I ain't really have no thoughts. All I could really think about is when I'm gonna see daylight again, when I can see the outside. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I could really think about, man. And what they gonna feed us the next day, because that shit wasn't nothing.
Y'all wasn't eating, it wasn't no good food out there? Nah.
It wasn't nothing, yo. You know what I mean? They give you a list. and you could choose what you want on your tray, man. But you might get it, you might not, man.
Damn. They was taking your food out there, Neat?
Huh?
I know they wasn't taking your sushi out there, B. You was
no, who was taking food? Who was taking food?
You get like that shit.
But being the adult, mature adult that you are now, where do you think you went off the course? Because you started off on a certain course and then that course changed. Where do you think what do you think was your mistake, like just mentally, not like in detail, but just mentally, where was your mistakes at?
Mentally, and this is what I like about it now, man, because I see everything from a different perspective. Mentally, I'm gonna reverse that. I'm gonna try to put this in perspective for you. I was so far ahead of my peers, I felt by myself. I felt alone. You know what I mean? And I was looking around, but it's just that my peers weren't there yet. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm talking, man, I was 19. I had big Hemi, 24-inch rims.
Yeah.
I mean,
the black joint?
Yeah, the black.
Okay. The gold BBSs, baby. Nah.
Look at the wheels.
Look at the motherfucking wheels. Yeah. So you just was moving. You was fast. You was ahead of your maturity in a way. Your life.
Yeah, I was ahead of them. So I would look around like for my friends, and they were still on some hood shit. So I had 1 foot in the military and 1 foot out. You know what I mean? I was trying to juggle both lifestyles. I was a young kid. I was a kid, man. I was 19, 20. You know what I mean? So I still wanted to live a double lifestyle. But once I got older and matured, like after I went through this shit by myself, man. After I went through that shit, man, I'm like, yo, who you really doing this for? Because when I had to go lay down, I want to lay down by myself.
Yourself, dog.
You know what I mean? I ain't have nobody there, yo. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, you can either go lay down or you can straighten your life out and go get the money. You know what I mean? You decide. Whether you go lay down by yourself or you go get the money by yourself. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you chose the right one, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yo, Nick, I will say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead, brother.
Nah, go ahead, bro.
I just wanted to say it was a noticeable change in you, and I'm not someone who hung with you every day. Yo, although I do remember us going like back in the day to like some Chinese buffet getting stoned. I don't know if you even remember that shit. You know what I mean?
Y'all ran off.
Yeah, you remember we ran off on the
y'all left me in there.
Yo, we told you to run. We told you to fucking run. He thought it was a game. Hey, Jizzle, he thought it was a game. But I think we had to come back and pay that shit because they was I don't know what happened. I don't remember, dog. But we was wild back then, man. That was the days.
Yo,
but
I was smacked, son. Y'all got the whole show.
See, Shifty wasn't outside yet, and this is the shit I be saying. But
if you don't know me, Julz, check my resume, man. I've been off the porch. I keep telling your jokey ass that.
Shifty, when we used to pull our capers, we used to come back to your house, man. I saw you in the house playing a game with your socks off. Stop that shit. Anyway,
if you know me, ask your streets, man. I've been out here. I don't know what umbrella you been hitting on no rock.
Hey, listen, I have no. And you know what? This is a good point. This is a good point.
Check your stats.
This is a good point, Neek. Because one, I was gonna say I noticed a noticeable change in you to be from a boy to a man, as someone who's a man as well. You know what I'm saying? I see how you carry yourself differently. And it's respectable. It's commendable. I mean, like you one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? One of them dudes that when my son come around next month, I'm going to be like, hey, you see that man right there? Yeah, you can ask him some questions. I don't care what he tell you. I know he's putting you in the right direction, right?
Oh, yeah, most definitely, yo.
What I also wanted to say is brothers like me and you who come from, the trenches, as they say. We come from treacherous times, and we got our hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't just house Negroes, as you would call it, right? to see us now in a new space of positivity, a lot of the young brothers think we are washed. But I just want you to
Yo, you know what's crazy, man?
Yeah, go ahead.
These young boys, man, and I just let them live, man, because I ain't got to prove nothing to no young boy, you know what I mean?
Word.
But I already know. Yo, I don't know if you remember, man, but shit. I mean, they can't do nothing to me now, man. I was one of the first niggas to shot up the wildlife center, man.
Oh God,
you know
neat.
Yo,
Wait,
like,
this is not Vlad. This not Vlad.
I was off the fucking meter,
but
bro.
I'm just saying, like, that's a good point because they think, you know, in their time and era, like they're the first to do wild, crazy shit or just, you know, set it off in the streets. That shit been going on before us. That shit was going on.
My grandma used to live. My grandma still live like 2 minutes away from the wildlife center. I used to bump that shit up the fucking all ass down the dirt road.
But you see what I'm saying? But listen, tell them how cool the other side is. The other side. Here's the other side for me. When I wake up, money in my account, and I could go fuck up a Sam's Club or a Best Buy. You know what I mean? Play my little whatever I want to hear. Like me and my old lady. Like, I love this life. This life is way better than fucking putting in $10 on a weed pack and shit like that.
It's called the retire life, man.
It's not even that. Life, we not, brother, man. At 30 something, we are not retired yet. See what I'm saying?
Bro, yes, you are. And you're retired in the sense of the shit you done did.
From the Young Thundercat shit? Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I would, if I seen my younger self in the streets, I wouldn't even wave. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, myself right now, I couldn't keep up with my younger self.
Word.
Fuck a run lap drum.
I just want the young boys to know it's okay to get to this level because it's beautiful on the other side. You know what I mean? I'm like a grill master.
But you can't do the shit you used to do back in the day nowadays, though, because you can't. Motherfuckers want to post shit everywhere anyway, so.
Right.
And
one thing is,
man.
Brother, like even you, Shifty, you grew up at a time before it was cool to post everything. Like when I first started seeing people go on live, I was like, yo, like that's kind of crazy to me to think that you would want people to know exactly.
And they wonder why shit happened to them, bro.
You know, it just took me a while to get used to. So, how much do you think social media has an effect on people?
It has an effect on people that let that shit grab them.
Oh yeah,
shit, that motherfucker suck you in. They suck you in, nigga.
But social media, man, has taken a toll on life in general, toll on everybody, man.
It's a drug, man.
That shit is a drug, man, and the kids even addicted to it. You know what I mean? And I'm guilty, and I had to back off it, man. Every day I used to post on Facebook, man. Every day, man. Just
Janky Ramblers.
I ain't have Facebook since 11th grade, man. I've been done with that shit, man.
One day we're gonna get to the story of why you don't have a Facebook, brother. Something happened, but you ain't tell us yet.
I'm telling you why I don't have a Facebook.
Why?
That shit, it became jokey. It just became jokey. You see your family members get on that shit. Oh, I don't even be on no platform where your auntie and them can get access to you, champ. That's not where it's at, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
What happened to your aunties them just having your phone number checking on you every 6 months? Now when they see you post, they can check on you. Yeah. The love ain't the same. Get off that Facebook shit, man. That shit ain't.
Now, Nick, you said right, 6 days ago, after a certain age being drama filled. You said after a certain age being drama filled, messy, and loud is only a sign of your misery. Man, that was a dope post.
That's powerful. He posted on Facebook.
You don't have a Facebook channel.
Yeah, I know. Misery loves company, though, so that's a great fucking post.
Word.
Let me tell you how I came up with that. I'm at work one day, and I get a phone call. My old lady called me. You know what I mean? She hear something in the streets about me at work. Some other female, some shit like this, right? So now I'm a mechanic, bro. I don't work with no females. I don't have no females. Everybody work with an old white man. You know what I mean?
Streets lying.
So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on and who's saying what. You know what I mean? So we finally get to the bottom of it and shit. We found out who's saying what. You know what I mean? I approach the people. You know what I mean? Hey, what's what? Oh no, it wasn't nothing like that. This, that, and the other. You know what I mean? So, but then they go around and said something to somebody else that I guess they didn't figure would get back to me, and that same person come back to me and say, yo, so and so, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, first of all, if a motherfucker, I've never met a rich gossiper, bro. You know what I mean? So all this gossip and shit like that, I don't really got time for. You know what I mean? And the person that was running around carrying this news, I started to like observe them. Peep their lifestyle, peep them. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers 40 years old. You know what I mean? No significant other, no spouse, no whatever. You know what I mean?
Lonely shit.
Let me check. You know what I mean? So I'm like, this motherfucker's miserable. You know what I mean? And all you doing is, but then after all of that settled, it was a couple weeks later, that person was into it with somebody else about some more drama. You know what I mean? So then I came to the conclusion, like, it's funny to me, man, that you're that miserable, yo. You know what I mean? Like, you running around like you're in high school.
Just looking for some shit to get into.
I got so much to do as an adult. Word. I don't have the time to worry about your business or his business or what you doing. I got so much bills to pay and fucking taxes and fucking groceries to get and fucking. I got too much shit to do, man.
I can barely even watch fucking TV.
Too much on my plate to worry about the fuck is on your plate. That's a fact, man. But you tell them motherfucker that they get mad, you know. They get mad to tell them
like that. When I see people like that, man, I can only thing I can get out of it is that you live in a miserable life, man. You live in a miserable life, you gotta run. That's your enjoyment. That's your excitement.
But yeah, that's how they stay relevant. That's how they stay relevant. That's how they stay relevant.
You know what I mean?
That's how they stay relevant. Clown. Yeah. That's how they stay relevant.
That's shit for the birds, man.
Word. Well, that was powerful, man. I feel like we got a lot more of the Dominique Rollison story. It's impossible to put your life into one pod, but coming away just understanding more about you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, my respect for you is always high. With these last few minutes, 'cause we're not gonna keep you, champ. Two things I want to discuss with Shifty, but first I want to let you have the floor, Neek. What's something that you want people to know you by, or to know about you that maybe they don't know? It could be anything.
I don't know.
It could be simple.
I mean, I don't know, man. I'm me. Shit.
Okay.
What do I want the people to know about me, man?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Make it easy for me, because
I'll make it easy for you, because we all drink it. Like, who's your favorite rapper of all time?
My favorite rapper of all time?
Yeah.
Jadakiss.
Jadakiss. Okay, that tells me a lot. You know what I mean? All right, and Jadakiss well respected. Shifty don't listen to Jada like that.
Bro, what the fuck is, man? You believe that shit? Once again, you're a damn fool. This nigga just be talking, bro.
I just rambling. I'm rambling.
That's what you. Yeah, that's what you doing.
What's your favorite liquor?
Anything yak, man. Remy, Cavassier.
I like
I drink Patron shit too, man.
Yeah, I like a little cognac.
Yeah, I drink that yak.
Okay. You don't fuck
Cavassier.
with
I got it on the bottom of the cup. Can you see that on the bottom of the glass? Cavassier.
Okay. You don't fuck with tequila that much? You get too wild on the tequila.
I get too wild off the tequila, man. That Patron make you forget shit, man. Yo, I think I had this bottle for...
That's my bottle right there. That's my shit.
I had this bottle for like 2 months. Yo, you still drunk out of it?
That's my shit. That's my shit right there, boy. That's a good time right there. That's my summertime.
That shit make you forget things, man. The last time I was on Patron, I was at Atlantis a couple months ago, man. They had to sit me down, man. All the security and shit wanted to fight me, man.
Nah, you wasn't on Patron that night. I was gonna let you know you was on that same shit you got in your hand right there. You don't remember who was next to you to the bar right before we got into the little scuffle? You don't remember that?
Oh, we was out there fighting.
Patron shots too.
Yeah, you don't remember it's me and you was about to buy my little homegirl and say, you don't remember that? You know what's going on? Come on, cuz.
Shifty, you out there fighting?
No, it wasn't no fight. Cuz had to get out of there though. You know what I'm saying? She just.
I do remember.
Yeah, it was just, you know what I'm saying? It was that shit might have been mistaken identity. Then that shit just, they had the wrong firecracker. They lit the wrong damn firecracker, man.
What's your favorite?
But shout out to the security because they apologized and shit and all that, man. But shit just, you know.
Next time I came back, the security let me in the club free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because it was the whole cross was in there. The whole cross was in there. So yeah, the security guard showed love though, man. But yeah, that shit was a
my
wild.
last question for Neek, and then we're gonna let Neek slide. And then I just gotta talk to you, Shifty, about the Joe Budden shit for the clips tomorrow, okay? Little Red Riding Hood. You can stay up. You ain't gotta work at 4.
Bro, let the man get out of here and go on, bro.
Neek,
you ain't talking to Khalid.
What's your favorite place? What's your favorite thing about being from Carolina?
Being from Carolina, man. I mean, shit. You go anywhere else, man. To be from Carolina is like is almost a diamond in the rough, man. I love Carolina, man. I wouldn't want to be from nowhere else. It raised me to who I am today. You know what I mean? Carolina, man. You can almost go anywhere, run into somebody and start talking to them and pick up if they're from Carolina. You know what I mean? At least my part of Carolina. You know what I mean? And you get love everywhere, man. Everybody love Carolina, man.
Facts. That's a fact. Word. Well, we appreciate you. You know, hopefully you can return to the show to ramble with us some more. Best of luck in your upcoming races. When I get the footage shit working, we'll start showing some of your races just to give you more support, man. And we definitely want to catch one live. You know what I'm saying? So let the people know where they can find you racing at.
Oh, man, we racing. You can check us out. Matter of fact, April 4th, man, we'll be racing Utahville, South Carolina, man. 248 Frankfurt Court, Utahville, South Carolina. We having another big race on May 24th. Same place, Utahville, South Carolina, 248 Frankfurt Court. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I don't have no Twitter. None of that. But I post, you know what I mean, all the flyers of the races. I post all the dates, times, and everything, man. So, you know what I mean, you interested in that, hit me up.
That's a bet, man. All right, man. Enjoy your night. We don't want to keep you up too late, man. Get you some sleep, man. If you was like Shifty, you'd be eating ass in 10 minutes. I appreciate your boys having me. I appreciate your boy having me on Janky Ramblers, man.
Yes, sir, cuz. Appreciate your time.
Word.
Y'all boys be safe.
No doubt. Okay, Shifty, my man. We just had the legendary Neek in the building, man. Black Cowboy. That's how you know we moving up in the world. Now, Shifty, before you go to sleep, man, I should get some sleep too, by the way, I might add. I just wanted to know what was your thoughts today, because I know you mentioned something about Joe Budden's, and I didn't know all that shit you was talking about. I knew it was kind of aimed at me in some fucking way, because you always calling me Joe Budden's, man. Yeah, so talk to me, King.
We know Joe Budden the fucking problem, bro. Ain't no way 2 out of 2 people on set saying, come on, it's Joe.
But Joe, you know what? You don't listen to the show. I now, granted, we didn't hear everybody's opinion on this, but I will say, we could have heard, if you would have heard what Joe Budden was explaining today on the show, I think you would feel him a little bit more. Because when I woke up, you saw me. I was in disbelief, Shifty. I was like, this is my favorite pod in the world. And of course, you being Shifty Rogers, you wanted to make fun of me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're sad.
If Nori EFN beef, I'll be mad. You know what I mean? I'll be mad if Nori EFN beef.
That show is mid, Shifty. Drink Champs is fucking
man, you crazy
mid.
As fuck.
That shit is mid,
bro. Joe Budden pod is very mid, as you can see.
Bruh. Them boys just... See, when Nori start interviewing guys about Bitcoin and fucking interview and calling people on the spot and asking them what they meant by such and such.
What you about to say? Different. Joe Budden platform.
I'm just saying it's a little different from Nori asking, so when you threw popcorn on Saigon in 1983,
yo, listen,
you know what I mean? Come on,
the
B.
Joe Budden pod can't fuck with Drake Champs. That's why Drake Champs running that shit up right now, man.
Okay, all right, man. Say what you want to say.
Who you standing on? Budden side, nigga, or Rory and Mal? Because you obviously want to pick a side, nigga. We know what side.
I ain't know nobody's side. They grown men. I hope they work it out. What I think they're having is a clash of Joe Budden. I think his money is good enough to where he can hold out on certain things that I don't think the other fellas can hold out on.
He power stroke, man. He got to control the situation. Grown men ain't gonna let you control the situation.
He need to let his team, like if I was in the same situation, you know, as I am sometimes in life, I would say you gotta let your team eat. Like then y'all can make a power move. But if Rory feel like he not getting enough money, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? If Mal feel like they not getting enough money, that's a problem, and you can't just let your ego get in the way of that. Like, Shifty, if you came to me and said, Julz, I fuck with the podcast and shit, but I gotta focus on getting money right now, cause shit is, my personal life is in shambles, I would have to understand that, and if I can't provide you a way to get money, who am I to judge what you gotta do in life? That's the honest truth, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know sometimes you, like right now, we supposed to be asleep, but we do it for the listeners. I think Joe Budden gets lost in his love that he forget that his friends might not have the same passion. Often you do the same shit to me. You do the same shit to me, Shifty.
You calling me Mal? Okay, say less.
But on the real, like, you'll say some shit like this, like, to you, you don't think it's not a problem saying, yo, what took you so long? We supposed to start on
time. No, nigga, because you my brother and I keep it real. You want me to sugarcoat it? Oh, it's okay, Julz. You can be late every day. No, nigga.
But I can.
We grow. No, you can't. Nigga, we grown men, nigga.
Shifty Rogers. If this shit was some shit that we could do on time every time, guess what? Have you ever been in show?
Made men ain't supposed to make excuses, man.
It's not an excuse. I'm telling you what it is.
Hey, suck that shit up and keep it punching, champ.
Nah, fuck. Don't give me no fucking cliche ass statement.
You sound like that nigga, that light skinned nigga with the bald head right now.
Nah, I'm trying to get you to understand, brother. What we do, it's amazing that we even get to do it. That's why I don't give a fuck what time we start. Cause look what happened today. That can happen anytime, Shifty. This shit ain't no game. We playing.
We talk about Joe Budden and Mal.
But listen. Let me ask you a question. What video game you got? What video game system you got?
Man, I got a P4, man.
Your P4 don't never mess up?
No, bro.
Never. That bitch don't never need a system update?
Bro, we talk about Joe Budden and Mal, we talk about PlayStation.
I'm trying to get you to see something, Shifty.
Bro, if you don't see Joe Budden's power stroke, bro, you got life fucked up, bro.
but he's trying to get them to own.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it like this, bro. You can't be power struck with a nigga that just because it's your show, the nigga got more money or just as much money as you just because it's your show, bro. Niggas don't move on niggas' time, bro. Niggas move on their own time. You gotta understand that as a grown man.
And how many niggas you know is at that upper echelon? So maybe niggas gotta change the way they fucking think. Like, think about it for a second. Like, alright, look, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Shifty, please give me 3 minutes. I want you to really think about this. This is a serious part of the pod. You saw me Snapchat at 4 a.m. when I was getting off a 12 a.m. shift. You saw me wake up. You saw me chop clips. You don't know how long. You remember when I used to have you chop clips for like 2 weeks? You remember how that shit was?
Repeat after me. G-R-I-N-D.
No, that's what I'm trying to. But listen, all right. Thank you for saying that. So you saw, but listen, you saw me chop clips, right? You saw me chop clips, and then you saw me make a thumbnail. That shit takes an hour. You gotta wait on the guest to send you the shit. Then you saw me put together another show for tonight, while thanking the other guests, while supporting other artists, while going to fucking Family Dollar to get bathroom supplies to go clean up my bathroom, while feeding myself, while checking on my baby mom, and we still had a great pod tonight after overcoming the sound issues. You need to understand that this shit ain't gonna be just press your button like your iPhone and that motherfucker cut on. This shit right here.
Bro, you sound like a fucking broken record player.
I'm just letting you know what time it is. We can go. Look, you think it's funny? But
exactly.
how many minutes did you have to dedicate to the pod today?
Man. You want to know how much behind the scenes work I put in?
I want to know.
How much merch I chopped my damn self today, nigga. You better check my.
So how long it take you?
I don't post my moves, nigga.
Speak on it.
I don't post my moves. 40 pieces got chopped today, nigga, and more getting chopped as soon as I get up. So,
all right, now
you know who you talking to.
Oh,
I told you before.
I like when you get like that. I like when you get like that. I like when you get. Hey, I like when you get. Man. But I just want to know. Last question: if all producers got paid, can all engineers get rambling again? Or do I have to? Do I have to say you a fucking? Hey, do I have to say you a fucking Cash App? What's going on, man? God damn.
Man.
All right.
Come on, man.
All right, let me find some goddamn music, man, to ride out on, man. What I want to hear? I want to hear some old school shit, man. You got anything in mind?
Nah.
I got you.
We don't play Rain no more because we niggas beefing over masters on that shit. The masters is the question with Rain, so we stay away from Rain.
Well, you as hell. All right, let me see. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna play "We Rockin'," man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get to bring.
We start next part off with that. You got that? They told us cut the cameras off, niggas. That's probably y'all niggas last hit right there.
Why you be talking? Yo, I don't like the. First of all, you tried to say cross niggas.
No, I'm saying we gonna start the part off with that Monday because that shit's a hit.
First of all, Monday for episode 75, I got something special planned for us. You're gonna love this. I've been rocking in my department. You heard? I've been rocking in mine. Fuck it. Little Talk with Jesus, man. Shout out to God Jizzle. This is my best friend favorite song of mine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play this for him. You heard? Know he watching this sneak episode. Shout out to Twan. Shout out to everybody from our era. You know what I'm saying? Cross High, what up? Trojans. You heard? Berkeley, Timberland, what up? This Little Talk with Jesus from that old Julz. That's Lord.
Dear Lord, we come to you thankful, appreciative, happy to be here. Past the weed, they fill us. From the ghetto village to the villas. It takes foundation and pillars. And a nation of my niggas. We gon' come about this struggle. Stronger, they can't kill us. I wanna scream, get money. But I don't do it for no figures, nigga. Never change but evolve. Try to fix what you break. What's given can be taken. Better live within your make. You don't know my expenses. Gotta buy bigger plates. But we still eating steak. Cause these bars got us straight. See, the irony in life is you die before you're weak. They caught me getting high. I got high before my case. Yeah, I know you a judge. And the Bible say don't judge. You told me to swear on the Bible. Damn, how much did they slide you? What's the price on your soul? I pack heat cause it's cold. Write my crew name in bold. Hyphen, a million sold. Spitting God-given flows. He let me cook it on his stove. From Brooklyn to the back row. About to take it the way it goes. Gotta have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him all about my struggle. Have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him all about my troubles. Have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him all about my struggle. Have a little talk, just had another talk about it. Have a little talk with Jesus. Jesus, have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him all about my struggle. Have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him all about my troubles. Tell him pray for Boosie. Tell God I still love you. Nowadays they don't love you. Nowadays they say stun on them.